I am possible. Hey guys, I bet you're thinking, I want to check out Ted Possible's coaching program. Maybe he can teach me some hand strategy, like GTO or exploitative play. I've seen this on Doug Polk's site and on Upswing and Charlie Carell, and I'm sure he's going to teach me these hand strategies because I can't wait to get involved in, a poker tournament and use what I've learned in cash games to my advantage. Isn't this going to be fantastic? I don't have to spend as much money as a cash game, and I could just get involved. And I'm ready to go, and I want to see what strategy that Ted Possible is going to teach me. Wrong! Poker is war. It's not a game of cards. It's a war, a psychological war. And if you're thinking that way, that you're going to learn GTO, or you're going to learn exploitative play, and then you're going to go to a table and you're going to play out this formulaic mathematical game against other people and win poker tournaments consistently, you're wrong. And if that hurts your feelings, then you need my coaching more than anything. Because poker is a psychological war. It takes the very best of you to compete in this war. I will teach you what the war is, what the battlefield is, who the enemies are, and I am quite sure you will not guess who they are. What weapons you have at your disposal, what you need to be watching out for, how you play a tournament from start to finish. What steps during the tournament that you should be implementing, as well as the milestones that you will meet. I will teach you how, like in any other war, the tortures that come with it. You don't think there's torture in poker? Well, let me tell you what. Try suffering a 98% bad beat on the turn for the tournament, for large dollar amounts. That is torture. You need to know how to survive that. You need to know how to thrive in it, so the next time it doesn't set you off. Those things are very important to prepare your mind, your body, and your spirit for this war. Because the other players are going to do everything they can to take your chips, and they're not even the enemies. They're not even the biggest enemies, which I will define in my coaching program. And if you think that your strategy that's being taught to you is going to solve the poker tournament for you, well, let me just leave you with this question. In what war do other generals tell the other side the strategy in which to beat them? Think about that for a moment. If you can name the war, I'll listen. Still stuck? There's no wars that the other side tells the opponent how to beat them. So why do you think these poker players, professional poker players, are telling you strategies that are effective to beat them? But I will tell you this, there are wars that the other side has told them what they're doing as a red herring, as a distraction, to get them to do what they want them to do because they become very easy to target and destroy. So think about that when you're watching those strategy videos. Think about that when you're listening to other players. Their main concern is them. They are not focused on you. So they will teach you whatever they think they should teach you. But there's obviously things in their game they're changing. And if you don't believe me, take a look at the hand play with Doug Polk, who's a famous GTO specialist, against Phil Hellmuth. The 10-7 versus Queen 10, where Phil Hellmuth flops the nuts and Doug Polk folds the second nuts. Now, how is that possible? GTO teaches us not to fold in that situation. Yet Doug fell back to exploitative play. That's interesting. So why are you learning GTO? Why are you learning to do it the way that someone else is telling you to do it, rather than the way you want to do it? I will tell you this. Your strategy will work for you. That can be changed. People can change how they play against other players to be more strategic. What cannot be changed is what Storm teaches you, and that is to survive the war. If you are super tight and super passive and you just fold all the time, you're never going to win tournaments on a consistent basis. You must strengthen your body armor to go into war. You must learn to be more aggressive. Those are just the facts. If you don't like them, that's fine. But you need my coaching program, because what I will teach you is how to strengthen your body armor and go right into war. Go right through the tortures. Thrive in that environment. And I will teach you how to control your tempo during the war. And if that's something that interests you, if you want to start winning by storm, which is a technique that I give you a checklist on every hand you have to make sure you're doing. If you want to start winning by storm and subsequently winning poker tournaments on a regular basis, then this is the only program on the planet that illustrates how to fight this war. And I implore you to do something for yourself, to take the opportunity to pursue something different that nobody else is doing. There might be little snippets on these strategy sites, but no one is going to teach you the techniques that I teach you in this coaching program, because no one else is winning by storm, but I am. So if you want to come join the army, click on the sign up button below, and I will see you in the war at the tables.